I don't think they can stop Polk. I don't think they can stop McClellan. I don't think they can stop Ndunze. They're going to have to pick one to stop. And the likelihood is they're probably going to do that with Ndunze. Well, good luck because McClellan's back or McMillan or whatever. McMillan's back. So the bottom line, I keep calling him McClellan for whatever stupid reason. It's a running back for Bama. But McMillan is back. Did you see what McMillan did to Oregon? Did you see what happened when the three-headed monster went off? And then, Joe, you know what happened? Well, you know what? Why am I talking about Washington as much? I damn near should do it. All I'm trying to say is Texas, if you think that you have the horses in the secondary to stop this wide receiver core, you're crazy. You're crazy.
I don't mean to jump the gun, but do you want to roll into Washington here? Because we're already kind of talking about
we can. We got a super chat. Okay, that's all right.
We'll get a super chat after. Washington for me, and I've said this, it kind of goes in line with what we just talked about there with Quinn Ewers. We have said this all year, or I have said this all year. What has made Washington unique and what has helped them get this far is that they're so different than any of the other teams that are in the final playoff. They force teams to play to their level. They force them to play the same style of fast break, quick move the ball down the field offense. You need to come out aggressive out of the gate the same way that you did against Oregon. You need to find a way to have the same success running the football that you did against Oregon. If you play a similar game that you did in the Pac-12 championship game, you can position yourself to comfortably win this one. I really do believe that Quinn Ewers is a quarterback, and Texas fans aren't going to like this. He is a quarterback who is capable and has the tools to play catch up and to get back into the game. But he's also one of the few quarterbacks in the playoff that I know that when he presses and he tries to do too much, he messes up bad. He makes some really tough decisions. Haven't seen him do it a lot this year because he's played a lot better and they've been so dominant and they've played a pretty shit schedule. But the times where he has looked rough, beginning against Oklahoma, and he's forced things, it has put them in really bad positions. So they need to force him to press and they need to go after him. They need to send a ton of pressure. They need to get in his face. They need to, their defensive line and their defense has been really shoddy. They need to just be so full pedal to the metal when going after Quinn Ewers that it forces him to just continually make mistakes. You're going to give up a couple shots early, but I think eventually it's going to get to him.
I don't disagree with your premise, but I'm gonna counter you. I don't know, Joe, if on early downs, I don't know if I'm dropping dudes. Like I might come out and drop 8 and make Quinn Ewers make the right decision in the passing game. Because
I just worry that they run the ball so well, though. That's my only problem.
That's true. And you're not wrong there. But let me explain. They do run the ball. They do run the ball very well. But, Joe, Quinn Ewers threw for 369 yards last year, and they were dropping dudes. Now, they would come after him at times. I'm not saying just always drop 8. I'm saying mix it up. Joe, he had 16 throws that he missed, 9 of them in the red zone. And why they lost the Alamo Bowl last year. Like, the reason they lost is because in between the 20s, Quinn Ewers was Brett Favre. Okay, dude was lightening up, hanging and banging, pause, but hanging and banging. He got inside the red zone, and the man looked like he was eating crayons at a junior high Oktoberfest, okay? Kid could not throw to save his life. I don't know if I'm not dropping back sometimes, dropping 8, showing him blitz and dropping out, and making him make the right decisions. Show me that Quinn Ewers can make the right decisions, right? Like we saw literally a year, Joe, literally this time a year ago I went and watched that game again today. There were times that they would play what I used to call the amoeba coverage. Have a lot of guys on the line of scrimmage. You have no idea where the pressure is coming from. A lot of dudes would back out in the secondary. He didn't make any right decisions. So with that being said, I think that is a key for Washington. You're going to have to really scheme up things on defense to win this football game. And you're not going to – do not play bully ball with them. Do not get yourself in a situation where you're just trying to line up and go right at them. Because if you do, I promise you this Texas offensive line, who I'm going to throw this out there, I do believe, had a better case of winning the Joe Moore Award than Washington did, Joe, they're going to bully you. You can't just line up and say we're better than you are. You're going to have to scheme shit up. You're going to have to send different packages that they have not seen all year long. And if you can do that and be successful, I think you're clearly going to win. Joe, I don't like this game for Texas. I've said it from the beginning when it came out.
Texas, which it's crazy because when you listen to your words, but separate from your conclusion of why you picked Texas to win by 3 points, all of your points and words have made so much sense for an argument for why Washington wins. And
what have I told you though? Flip a coin. Like Washington fans hate me, and I literally said the whole month said flip a coin. The only difference, Joe, the only goddamn difference, I think they're better on the line of scrimmages. I think if the game came down to a fourth quarter and Texas had a lead, their offensive line will push you around and get a first down and you lose. That's it.